hours to show the state of the strategy guide, but I couldn't find any other ASMR videos. Flipping through this Prima Strategy guide of gold and silver, and when I was making my last ASMR video, going through the GamePro magazine, I actually found this one along with it, and it's definitely seen better days. I don't know what happened over the years, This was like in a box in the garage for decades, and there was a time when I was a child and I didn't take very good care of my things. And there was also a time when Pokemon was kind of becoming uncool and childish around the time of the third generation. So I kind of just didn't care about Pokemon stuff, and I would just throw it around, But I actually managed to find the original manual from my copy of Silver. After about a year of owning Silver, it was on the kitchen table, the dining room table, and it was just sitting there, the cartridge, and my sister spilled her chocolate milk all over it, and I don't know what happened, but it stopped working. Like if you shook the cartridge, or just moved it slightly, it would reset. So yeah, I ended up getting Crystal after that. Yeah, I was a little kid, but I don't know what happened to the box of Silver, or Crystal for that matter. I don't know what happened to any of my Pokemon boxes. My memory doesn't go that far back. But I don't know how this ended up surviving, but it's here. And I figured, since this is missing the first 20 pages, that I would just go through this trainer's manual a little bit and check out some of the contents of this to make up for missing the pages in the strategy guide. We got our main character. We got our rival. We got one of the trainers you battle, the Pyros. You can catch all kind of Pokemon. Classic Game Boy Color. It's explaining starting a new game. The menu screen, we got the Pokédex. There's an illustration of our backpack. That's pretty cool. The Poké Gear, we got an illustration of it. It's nice that they have art in the manual. Sorry, the pages are pretty stuck because of the bent corners. We got more of the menu screen. And then we got explaining the Pokemon Center. Explaining the PC system, that's Bill right there. He makes a comeback in the second generation. We got the Pokemon So that's really explaining Goldenrod City, I guess. It even tells you about the ruins. It says, it is said that there are ancient ruins of something built ages ago near one of the downs. If you explore these ruins, you may find some hints to help you solve their mysteries. And then we got the supporting cast. We got Professor Elm, Professor Oak, and then we got the mom, your mom. And some of the items, like potions and stuff, recovery items and power-ups. Some items that come in handy, and then we got the key items. And some berries, explaining the berries. We even got a little picture of a stick. Or actually, I think that's charcoal. Or maybe the burnt berry. I'm pretty sure those are the things that you give to the Pokeball maker in Azalea Down. We got illustrations of the new Pokeballs that were introduced in this game. When I was a kid, I always wanted a green Pokeball. I think that was as close as it got. There's a berry that turns into a Pokeball. Okay, we got the DMs and the HMs. Now we got explaining the battle system, fighting wild Pokemon, battling Pokemon trainers. More of the battle system. It's crazy how thorough this manual is. Like, I don't think Pokemon comes with any sort of manual nowadays. Instead, they have like a 3-hour long tutorial explaining all these tidbits. More hints for battles. Use a Pokemon type to your advantage and give your Pokemon a berry. Now they're explaining catching Pokemon, where to find them. More about catching Pokemon. Here we see Charizard on top of the mountain, but then we see our new evolution, Blossom, from Oddish and Gloom. Pokemon evolution. Leaving the Pokemon at the daycare. Look at that, we got illustrations of the Togepi egg and Electabuzz egg, Elekid. I think that's its name. That was a new system introduced in Gold and Silver. Oh yeah, now we got the gym leaders. I thought that was so cool when I was a kid. His hair. He was my favorite looking gym leader. I thought he was cool. We got Azalea Down. The infamous Whitney. Critique. loved looking at the pictures before I got to any of these towns. Just knowing what was there was like so cool. Now we got some stuff about trading. Linking up the trader battle. We got Lapras there. Look at that illustration of the trading using the link cable. Mystery gift. Wait. Oh, that's just mystery gifts. I didn't think you couldn't trade doing that with the Game Boy Colors. More about the mystery gifts, which were a new thing in this generation. Pokemon Pikachu 2 GS, what is that? I don't even know what that is. Pokemon Pikachu 2 GS. Is that the N64 game? Where you race Pikachu? We got printing the Pokedex. It really goes into so much detail, this manual. And I got some notes I wrote here, but I'm too embarrassed to show that. But there we go. That was a 50-page manual right there. I wish they would do this still. And now we have the manual. So the first page that survived, which is hanging on a limb, is the information on breeding Pokemon. And it shows you the daycare on Route 34 here. He likes her. They sort of like each other. No interest, no egg. Then it shows you how two Pikachus make a Pichu. Pikachu and Ditto make a Pichu. Jinx and a Ditto will make a Smoochie, but they're not going to show you what it looks like. Basically, wait, I didn't know that a Pikachu and a Snubbull would make a Pichu. Interesting. Alright, so we got more daycare stuff. Pokemon always female. Genderless Pokemon, oh, okay. But you can't breed any of these legendary Pokemon, unfortunately. Or an unknown. Looks like I might have Sharpied that for some reason when I was a kid. And then one of a kind Pokemon you get in events. The starters. I get you can catch an Eevee though, can't you? Sudowoodo. Pokemon you get in game trades. Bug catching contest Pokemon. Game corner, of course we got Abra and Dratini and Porygon. Same as in Pokemon Red and Blue. Only in gold version, only in silver version. And of course you have to trade all the starters from Red and Blue to get them in silver and gold. They got Mew there. They knew that some people had it. Wow, look at this, it actually shows you which route to take. The quick and dirty path. Nice. SS Aqua to Vermilion City. That's actually pretty cool that they made that route a real thing. Because in Pokemon Red and Blue, the boat doesn't actually lead to anything. There's a map, which I actually wrote with my pen the route that I would take. I don't know what I was thinking. I was probably just bored, doodling in it in the car or something. I have no idea what I was thinking. I probably got this when I was like 7 or 8. Now we got Newbark down. Explaining the wild Pokemon that you can find. You can get a Magikarp, Shelter, Tentacle, and Tentacruel. All from the Kanto region. The Pokemon sightings are for Chikorita, Totodile, and Cyndaquil, of course. Tells you exactly what happens. Gotta go to Professor Elm's research lab. Route 29. You could catch a Hydra. What the? Why would they put that there? You can't catch a Hydra in Route 29. That's so random why they would include these illustrations when they have nothing to do with what's in the route. But you can catch these ones. On Tuesdays, be sure to look out for Tuscany of Tuesday. She's one of 7 brothers and sisters who hand out free gifts to new trainers. Your first trip through Route 29 can be a harrowing experience if you're not careful. Okay, we got Cherry Grove City. We could catch a Kingler, Krabby, Magikarp, Staryu, Tentacle, and Tentacruel. You can't catch Pikachu or Clefairy, unfortunately. Yet they put it there. We got the first rival battle. Tells you who you're gonna face, depending on which starter you choose. And I guess I marked that with a permanent marker to say that this is the Pokemon I chose, even though the picture is showing you who you would battle. I guess I didn't read as a kid. So a lot of these animations are taken from the manual, it seems like these two. We got routes 30 and 31. We got the radio station house. It looks so nice in color, you know. I actually recently played Pokemon Green, the Japanese version translated. And it's just, there's no color. So it's nice to see this in color. That was like the first major step in art direction with Pokemon, was seeing it now in color come to life with the Game Boy Color. So there's a lot more Pokemon that could be found in this area. Violet City, the first city in the game. least they have a picture here of Poliwag, because you could actually find that in the town, in the city. We got the cool guy, Faulkner. He's got a Pidgey and Pidgeotto. I really gotta replay this game. I wanted to get a Super Game Boy or some sort of way to play it on my Sony PVM. Sprout Tower. Then on to Route 32. Well, that's where you can finally see a Woopa. And a Mareep. You know, I didn't think much of it when I was a kid of Mareep, but I always catch one now. Anytime I play Pokemon for that Ampharis. It has Ruins of Alph here, but I don't remember ever stopping through here at this time in the game. I would always just go straight to Azalea Town through the where is it? There's a cave. Yeah, the Union Cave. The map seems like a lot more diverse than Pokemon, the first generation of Pokemon. You know, you would just, it's very bare bone, but I feel like with Gold and Silver, there's more variety as you go along the routes. Wait, isn't Union Cave where you could find Lapras? Oh yeah, there it is. Oh, every Friday, a talkative Lapras swims around the pool at the bottom of Union Cave. This is the only Lapras in the game that you can catch. I guess through one of my playthroughs I was marking the Pokemon I caught, or maybe the Pokemon that I wanted to catch, I think. Route 33, a little tiny route. And then Azalea Town. Why are they still showing Professor Elm at this point? Azalea Town is a really cozy town, in my opinion. I think it's like one of the coziest towns in the first two generations. I always did like how our gym looked, too. Explains to you which apricorns you use to get which balls, and it tells you where to find those apricorns. So you face a Metapod, Kakuna, and Scyther. See, I don't know, why do they have Geodude here? And then we fight the rival again. Slowpoke, well, that's really sad what they would do to the Slowpokes. I don't like that. Slowpoke Well was originally called Rainmaker Well, but was renamed 400 years ago after Slowpoke's yawn summoned a rainstorm that brought an end to a drought. Now this well has been taken over by Team Rocket as the base of operations for their new business, Slowpoke Tales. These tasty, I don't like that they say that they're tasty. These tasty treats are made by cutting the tails off of the lovable Slowpoke who live in the area, and now human residents are getting concerned. You should Alex Forest is like so much cooler than Viridian Forest. Just the color palette alone. But it's pretty much the same Pokemon as Viridian Forest other than Oddish and Paris. Oh, I forgot you could actually find a Psyduck in the water. I forgot. You can headbutt the trees and maybe you'll find a Heracross. But you actually won't. You find the pine cone. Wait, can you find a Heracross? It has me so confused that they would feature these Pokemon on these pages. Route 54, the daycare route. Oh yeah, this is where you can find a Drowsy, I remember now. And the security guard that fights you at nighttime. Goldenrod City, the hustle and bustle city, the jewel of the Johto crown, situated next to the mountains and sea. It did seem like Celadon 2.0 though. The game corner. Look, I drew with my pen how to get through it. Clefairy her classic Miltank, which is very difficult. The Goldenrod Underground, which is always so strange. I feel like it's pretty skippable, isn't it? Or do you have to go through that? It's been so long, I don't remember. I guess you do have to face. I guess you do have to go through there to get into the building. Oh, and then you fight the rival in the underground. I totally forgot about that. The radio tower. Well, having Professor Oak there is pretty relevant. They have the lucky number channel, which I don't know if I ever won this, to be honest. But you could win stuff if it matches your ID, your Pokemon's ID. Route 33, where they have the Pyros. I'm surprised they don't have an illustration of them. Oh, there it is. Then we got the National Park. Now this is my favorite theme song in all of Pokemon. Is in the National Park. This is the coziest place in any Pokemon game, in my opinion. The music and the colors. I guess I wanted one of these. Sunkern. It's all about the Bug Kanchi contest. I guess I wanted one of these too. I can't even remember what it's called. The Scyther evolution. It's been that long. I should know that. Then we got Route 36 and 37 with Sudowoodo. there's actually a fan-made edit of somebody who remade Ecruteak City in HD 2D style. I highly recommend you check it out. It's beautiful. It looks a lot like Violet City, to be honest. Wait, I totally forgot that there's another tower back there. It doesn't even say how to get there. We got Morty. He's got a ghastly haunter, Kangarn. He's got two haunters. I forgot that he was a ghost type gym leader. The Burn Tower. So much lore. And then there's Tin Tower, home to one of the two new legendary birds. Oh, you face your rival in the Burn Tower. Oh, and it also shows approaching the three legendary dogs. They come to life and escape before you can do anything. There's Ho-Oh. You have to have the rainbow wing to approach it. Expect a long battle, it says. Unless you get really lucky. That's pretty good. It shows you, it tells you how to catch it. And then off to Route 38 and 39. I don't know if you're familiar with the Space World demo from 1997 of the first version of second generation Pokemon, but this right here, Route 38 and 39, feel like the original map design of that game. I want to say this is like the only thing that really stayed. But that's where you can get the Moo Moo milk from the Moo Moo farm. Olivine City. I think Olivine might be the most forgettable town in Gold and Silver until they put the battle tower in the game. I take that back. I shouldn't say that. Then we got Jasmine. Look, I drew a line because you just go straight. And you fight her Magnemite and a Steelix. Oh, she's Steel type. Okay, that's a new type in this game. And then we got the Lighthouse. Isn't there like drama? Oh yeah, the medication. And then this is like a repeat of Red and Blue after Fuchsia City on the way to Cinnabar Island. Look at Seal. The Whirl Islands, where you catch Lugia. It didn't mention, oh, there it is. I'm surprised there's no picture of Lugia here. But it tells you about the Silver Wing. what city. I remember when this game first came out, maybe even before it came out, I remember seeing this in some sort of media. Maybe it was a magazine. I don't know how, but I saw this and it like blew my mind that there was like a town that was designed like this. It was just like something about it being like next to the ocean like that. Like it was like next gen. It had that like next generation future feeling. Yeah, I really like seeing what city. I like the idea of it too. We got Chuck. He's got his primate and Polyrath. Wait, what is he fighting? So, I'm surprised he only has 2 Pokemon. And then so we go back to Ekritique City. And we go through Mount Mortar. I totally forgot about Mount Mortar. And then into Mahogany Town. I forgot how tiny it is. Look at that, it's only 4 buildings. Technically, isn't there only... It's only one. It's a gym. Pokemart. No, it's not a mart, it's a Poke Center. Wow. It is a Pokemart. And then the guy that won't get out of the way. Okay, Mahogany Town has got to be the most forgettable. That's crazy. There's only one building in the whole town. Besides the mart and the Poke Center and the gym leader. Was it Ice Pokemon? He's got a Seal, Dugong, and Pillow Swine. Oh, okay, so the Pokemon Center is actually Team Rocket's hideout, okay. That makes it a little interesting. I'm like spoiling the game for myself because it's been so long. I played Soul Silver, but that was like in 2010. We got Route 43 on the way to get the shiny Gyarados. It should be a red Gyarados painting. Lake of Ray, this is so cool too that they had this in the game. Like a whole area dedicated to a lake and one Pokemon. I wish that they kept it like a town though. I wish that it had like a gym. You know, it would have been a really cool town. Look at that, I drew all over how to get through it. This doesn't even help at all. I like how they have a picture of Charmander for the ice area. And Articuno, there's no Articuno there. I have more of my illustrations. Blackthorn City. I really gotta replay this game. So much nostalgia seeing this. And that's the last gym leader, isn't it? She has Dragonair. And a Kingdra. Wait, is that a typo? Does she really have 3 Dragonairs? Dragon's Den has like a really intense soundtrack. I mean, it just looks intense. And then Route 45 and 46, which pretty sure it takes you back to Newport Town. The Dark Cave. Oh yeah, it connects back to Violet City. Dojo Falls. Just takes you back to the Pokemon League Championship. Victory Road. Is it the same? No, it's slimmed down over the last 3 years and much easier to navigate than before. And another rival battle. And then the Indigo Plateau. Then we got the Elite Four. Is it the same trainers as the first game? It is, isn't it? Ooh, Umbreon. That's how she starts her battle off. And then Lance. Then we take the SS Aqua to Kanto. And there's drama on the boat. And then there's the updated Vermilion City. It's the same size. Why did I think it was... Oh yeah, it's smaller on over here. Ridiculous, everything is smaller. It's like so stripped back. It's crazy how stripped back it actually is. It's crazy how stripped back they made Kanto. You know, it's cool that they included it, but like, no trainers over here. Very little people walking around in a lot less buildings. But it looks like the gym is the same. You can face, it doesn't tell you. Oh yeah, it does. She has an Espeon now. I don't know why I drew that on Espeon. Route 8. It's like half the size. That patch of grass is so much tinier. Lavender Down, that's pretty consistent though. That didn't change. But now they have the Soul House. Routes 9 and 10. Oh yeah, that looks like it stayed pretty much the same. Rock Tunnel. That's a lot easier, thank goodness. But Rock Tunnel isn't dark anymore, is it? You don't have to use flash. And there's no trainers in there either, wow. Whoa. Why does it look a lot bigger? But I guess it's not. It looks really nice with the blue roofs, though. And then Misty has a gold duck, Quagsquire, a Lapras. Wow. I didn't know that she got a Lapras. Nugget Bridge. There's no one on it. There's Bill's house. Look at the little baby Persia. The daycare center. Cerulean City, that stayed the same. Except, yeah, I guess it's a little bit smaller on the top, but it's pretty consistent. Erica has Erica now has a Blossom and a Jumpluff. Wow, look what they did. How could they do that? They stripped it back so much. Wow, there's only 4 trainers on the whole thing. Fuchsia City. There's no more Pokemon just hanging about. No more Safari Zone either. It's closed while the warden is traveling abroad. Nice. And now it's his daughter. It's Janine. Is a gym leader now. Crobat. And a area dose. Now this is routes 12 through 15 is my least favorite part of Pokemon Red and Blue. Looks like they kept it pretty much the same. Just slightly smaller on this part. We got Route 11. Yeah, they made that a little bit smaller. No more Viridian Forest. Wow. They destroyed it. They took out the whole forest. Pewter City, that's pretty much the same. More or less. Even the gym is the same too. Now he has a way better team. He's got Graveler, Rhyhorn, Omastar, Kabutops, wow. Route 3 to Mount Moon, wow, they totally stripped that one back too. I feel like I haven't played the game in so long that I forgot all this information. Like, what did they do to Mount Moon? They destroyed it entirely. But I guess you fight your rival here again. And that's where there's a dance of the Clefairies there. This looks a lot better though, I think. It's not so barren as it was in Red and Blue. Viridian City, that's exactly the same, which is cool. Route 1, that looks the same as well. They didn't have to change that. Pallet Downing, that's really good that they kept it exactly the same. So most of the towns are the same for the most part. It's really just the routes that they really had to strip back. Another example, only 3 trainers. Oh yeah, I forgot Cinnabar Island. Completely destroyed. The volcano went off. So now the gym leaders Seafoam Island. That's pretty much the same though. Maybe just a little shorter. And this is where the end game content really is at. Mount Silver. The final boss battle. Where you fight Red. A silent young man waits in this cavern, but for what? Perhaps he wants you to challenge him. If you do, you'll be up against the game's most formidable trainer. Good luck. It doesn't tell you. It doesn't. It doesn't tell you which Pokemon he has or any strategy. I guess. That's pretty weird. For more information about this ultimate challenge, refer to the sealed section of this book. What the? I guess there's a sealed part of the book in the back. So now we got everything going over all the moves in the game. A full list of all the moves. And descriptions of them. It tells you the TMs as well. More about the apricorns and berries. All the item boosting stuff and like the stones. Tokens, all the Pokemon tokens. Recovery items. All the mail stuff. The Pokeballs. And what their uses are. Key items, TMs and HMs. Complete Pokedex so we can buy another one. Okay, so this is the sealed part, which I guess I tore into. Solutions, secrets, and surprises. Okay, so they give you away the ruins of Alpha. What's actually on there? Oh, it tells you how to get to Mount Mortar. Okay. Oh wow, they have that there. So I didn't have to draw it. Why did I draw it on as a kid when I could have just looked back here to see how to do it? Even shows you Fuchsia City Gym. Wow. Okay, now here's fighting Red at Mount Silver. He has a Pikachu, Espeon, Snorlax, Charizard, Blastoise, Venusaur. Oh wow, all the starters. It should have a picture of Red. Okay, how to capture the 3 legendary dogs. Items attached to wild Pokemon. Well, that's pretty good. Mystery gifts. Decorating your room. I forgot that you could put your dolls and stuff inside your bedroom. Colored Pokemon. I thought they all had color. Oh, these are called shiny Pokemon. So this is the first introduction of shiny. Okay, yeah, you can see Lugia's red. And here are the calendar of events throughout the week. Pichu. And I think that's the whole thing. Meet your new best friends. Okay. Anyways, that's what remains of my Pokemon Gold and Silver Prima Strategy Guide. Hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you in the next one.